early morning takeoff. I enjoy leaving at 2:30, 3 a.m. It's so quiet and it's so peaceful out here on the highway just before rush hour. Seems like the driving becomes more efficient. Truck's running good. I kept my subscription with OTR Performance. It was worth the $600 for another year. It was worth it to me. I gotta know what's going on with the software in my truck. It takes my repair game up to another level. So it auto deducted. That's the other half I ain't talking about, because I didn't want to pay it. And I woke up and seen that it had been snatched out of my account a day before the subscription was supposed to renew. And at first I was like, damn. Then I was like, oh well, I was probably gonna do it anyway. So they real slick like that. This audio isn't like the audio of other people that I listen to on YouTube while driving, and I'm not really sure why. I tried to use my Bluetooth headset, it didn't work. Sounds worse. So I damn near have to lean up over the steering wheel just a little bit and speak up in order for the audio to be what it is, which is still not all that great. So if I'm gonna do these conversations as we drive, I'm gonna need me a wireless mic so I can sync that to the phone and be heard. And while being heard, I need to figure out something quick to talk about, because I'm drawing a blank. You guys got an attention span, from what I can tell, of about 1 minute and 48 seconds to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So if I'm not hitting you with and the things you guys like based off of the videos that I've made, if I'm not fixing a car that you have, if I don't have some sort of body armor or rifle or handgun that you have, or if I'm not getting real grimy and putting words, bad words of like city life in the title, you guys really ain't interested in much of nothing else. I done cooked in the truck, no views. I done went hiking, no views. Nothing worth talking about. I put a video up of body armor. Shit. Everybody want to know about that. Okay. I had a van, 1992 Ford Ford E250. Everybody want to know how to put shocks on that motherfucker, and I can get that, because them motherfuckers, if you ain't never done it before, it's a trip. I'm seeing some interest in fixing on the Peterbilt. Got people who have their ideas about Peterbilt, the Packard engine. Let me be the first to say, I was gonna say who cares about what you think, But I guess that's what you got to do in some sense on YouTube. But somebody got in my comments talking about Packard is trash, and they spelled it wrong. It's got 2 C's. They put basically Pacer. Pacer is trash. Well, I like the Pacers, and I like Packard engines. And comments like that don't change my opinion about it. And everybody's got their bad experiences that they've had with the engine and whatnot. I ain't got nothing to do with that either. You know, stay up on your maintenance. That's all I can say. But you like videos like that. Now that I remember, I had in mind to talk about lying ass women and women who want to see dick pics on social media sites that, you know, chicks that I know. I ain't going there. I ain't getting into all that. I'm pretty sure that interest would go up high if I were to talk about things like that. But the reality of it is, I ain't really got time for these hoes no way. So I damn sure ain't got a whole lot of time to be talking about what the hell's going on in the mind of these hoes. So instead we'll talk about how homelessness is running rampant out here in trucking. Homelessness in trucking. Living in the truck. Literally living in the truck. I live in my truck. I'm what you would call a homeless homeowner. So I'm just one step above homeless, just living in the truck. I own a home, except I can't live in that motherfucker. And if you've seen any video that I've posted in the past, it ain't hard to tell. You go look at the house video. Yeah, I've got a fully gutted out. It's 1,250 square feet. It sits on, I don't know, I think it's like, I'm a guess, I don't really know. I think I saw on the paperwork, it's like 3/10 of an acre, which still is a lot of grass to cut if you ask me. 1,200 square feet, so that's like a 2-bedroom, living room, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and it's got a den space, which is pretty large. It's actually larger than the damn living room, because it was a garage that was converted into a den, and I like it like that too. Zillow ain't shit. I say that because they've appreciated my house, or estimated its value at only $84,000. My neighbor, his shit is like 130. He's got an active garage on his shit though, and it looks nicer on the exterior. And then a couple of other neighbors are in like the 120. We're in a good area though. We're only like 5 minutes from downtown. And you could get on the highway to get downtown in 5 minutes, or you could take 8 minutes and take a street called Massachusetts, which is a straight shot right down to downtown, right down to the city center. But anyway, homelessness. I got the house. I'm happy to say I got the house. Taxes caught up with my ass this year. Can you believe my shit was about to go to auction just a few weeks ago? It's true. You're talking about a sick feeling when you get that letter Now for 2 years I ain't paid. Taxes ain't nothing but like $650 what is it? Twice a year. $650. I'm of the mind of I'll get around to it. I said, if they stick a sticker on my door, I'll know. Well, they ain't stick a sticker on my door. They sent the letter. And because I'm homeless with a house, I stay out on the road a lot. So I don't, hold on. So I don't get my mail as frequently as I should. I mean, I get it, but I gotta go home to get it. So they sent it right after I left out last time. And it had sat there past the date to respond and all that old shit. I get home, I see something from the city assessor's office. So I open that up first. Out of like 5 pieces of mail. What's this? It's got a shit ton of words on it. Another thing I noticed with social media, this is going back to attention spans on YouTube too, or it correlates. Because we swipe on these phones so damn much, I've noticed, and I like to read, but I've noticed my patience was sitting there reading every word on a piece of paper is short. I'm really scanning through to gather as much information as I can on instructions for how to make something work, for reading, anything. But this particular document, I had to read it 3 times. And yeah, by the 19th, they was gonna sell my shit at auction. And there were fees associated with not having paid over 2 years. So they wanted either half of $33.50, all of $33.50, or they sell your shit. And you got 1 year plus 10% to pay it all, or it's really gone. And that made me sick to my stomach. So needless to say, I went down there and knocked that out. Pay your taxes. That's all I can say. That's the only real bill with this house. But the house had a shit ton of water damage, shit ton of termite action, and it was a trap house. So I took all the drywall out because crack smoke actually gets on the drywall. I've even heard stories that crackheads try to peel that shit off the walls, smoking the plaster so that they could get high. So that had to come out. Floors were warped, so the floors came out. The electrical is built, it was built in 1945, so the electrical is still 1945, or at least it was. So with regard to the money that I make out here, in good times and bad, all of it essentially is going towards the house. Now, and I've gotten pretty far. I've got like 2 major projects left. Those will be in the video. I'm not gonna go into all of what I need to do and what I gotta do. But it's a little overwhelming. For one, I had to sell my Nvidia stock before the interest rate got cut. Yeah. Yep. I sold it. I ain't in it. I got the money, but it ain't doing what it's supposed to do. It's sitting on my card, waiting on my motherfucking funky ass contractor to get his ass in gear to get on working on this major project I'm talking about. That's another story too. I had him ready to go, then I had to postpone it by 2 weeks. Now I'm ready to go. Now he's postponing me. But it's overwhelming because, man, a motherfucker really just be wanting to go home sometimes. But when I go home, man, it's always something to do. Like, it don't stop. It's constant work out here. And then when I get to the house, I can't really go in the motherfucker and lay down, take a shit shower and shave. Because there's work to do there too. And the house ain't ready. I mean, it's got electrical, but it doesn't have heating. The plumbing ain't connected. It does have internet, because I got surveillance cameras around it. But shit, sometimes motherfucker just be wanting to go in that motherfucker, close the door, take a shower, and just lay down on the bed. Fuck it, go to sleep. But nope. Plenty to do. Then there's yard work like a motherfucker. My neighbor's got this big ass cottonwood tree. This motherfucker is a nuisance. Always dropping small branches, leaves every fucking where, especially right now. And one of the things that really makes my house look good is the fact that I do not allow it to look abandoned. Because that's just going to attract the wrong. God damn, these roads are raggedy, motherfucker. Some bullshit. I just paid property taxes. We can't get some concrete out this motherfucker. Anyway, fuck was I saying? Raggedy ass tree. Curb appeal. So I keep the yard and the grass and everything tip top. I got equipment for a landscaping company that I was actually into doing. I only did it for the one summer because I got into trucking in the fall. But I've got not the zero turn. I got the X-Mark Metro walk behind. I think it's, what is it? 42, 46 inch deck. I don't know. I think it's a 42. It may be a 46. It's a wide deck. It ain't the biggest one, and it ain't damn sure the smallest either. And I got a real nice trailer. I think that motherfucker's like 10 by 14. Dual axle. I got trimmers, edgers, all that old shit. None of it do I use, except for when I go home, which makes the lawn care real easy, since it ain't, it ain't for no commercial use. I'm just using it for residential right now. So, I can knock something out in like 30 minutes. Front and back. I swear, Indiana, man, when it comes to the east side of 70 from Indianapolis, whoever they hire, whatever contractor, they had come out here and do these little patches of concrete in the midst of the regular highway, man, they need to go back and sue them. I'm not even bullshitting. They need to sue them for doing a bullshit ass job. I could have came out here and did a better job. Anyway, it feels like I'm homeless because I can't get out this truck. I can park it in my driveway, but I still got to sleep in it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people would be like, you doing good though. And I won't say that I'm not, in some respects. Yeah, I do own the house and I own the truck. I just got a lot of work to get the house to be livable. But what I see out here keeps me motivated. Because you pick any day of the week and you ride past some of these, and I do mean any day of the week, you ride past some of these rest areas, especially on a morning like Monday right now. I'll go and deliver this load 6 a.m. Let's say I'm leaving at around 11. I'll go past the rest area and it'll damn near be full. These are in certain cities like Columbus, Ohio, Indianapolis, Indiana. Yeah, truck stops, rest areas. Now, I've been doing this long enough to know that half you motherfuckers don't even drive late night. More than half. And the only reason you would be parked midday at a rest area, not all of you, but most of you, because there's a lot of trucks that sit at these rest areas and at these truck stops. Only reason you would be there is because you ain't got nothing going on. You ain't got nothing going on. You just sitting in the truck. You're sitting in the truck, just living in that motherfucker. Let's keep it real. I done got upset riding around, driving all damn night. I pull up 8 in the morning and ain't nobody up. Ain't nobody went to work. Everybody sleep. Ain't nobody got a delivery. This ain't all over the country. These are around like major metropolitan areas where motherfuckers live in their truck. Outrageous shit. Power generators and shit sitting out like you really camping, lawn chairs and just real crazy shit. It angers me about that when I look at it, and it scares me at the same time. I get angered because I'm like, what the fuck are you out here doing? There's got to be a better way than what you're doing. And on the other hand, I'm like, shit, I don't want to be like that. So I keep everything in motion so that I can hurry up and get my little house, my little 1,250 square feet operational. That's why I'm out here. I question why a bunch of other guys are out here. I never got into this to live in this motherfucker until my dying day. And the worst part about it is some of y'all ain't even keeping up on basic maintenance while living in these trucks. I don't know if it's got something to do with laziness. I don't know if you just think the rate is just so low. I don't know if you got a dispatcher. Oh, I'm gonna get on that too. I don't know if you got a dispatcher that just has you sitting out at a truck stop just looking stupid and not paying you, which means you need to get into something different that pays you consistently. Or maybe you might be trapped. Maybe you don't have a home to go to, can't quit because you ain't even gonna have the truck to live in. So you can't even go, quote unquote, home to get a regular job. So you really are a slave out here. I don't know. You need to figure that shit out, though. Speaking of dispatchers, funny little thing before I end this real quick. I go to the TA, they quote me $155 to get the AC charged, then I get there and then it's like $224 for them to run all of these tests, and then after that I pay the $224, they want to charge me for the Freon too. So while I'm sitting there deciding on whether I'm going to let them rip me off or not, because I really wanted my AC to work, I didn't go with that, as you know from the video that I'm going to post. But one of these punk ass, let me rewind that. Let me, as what's his name used to say, let me scratch that from the record. Scratch, 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 scratch. Let me scratch that from the motherfucking record. One of these company drivers comes into the little TA workshop area. I don't know what his problem is with me or whatever. I'm standing there. He walked past me, and you can sense the energy. He's puffing his little chest up. He walking wide with his shoulders wide and arms wide. I'm looking at him out the corner of my eye, but I ain't paying him no attention because I'm trying to figure out whether I'm going to spend this money at TA or not. He kind of give me a look up and down like, because I've been working on the truck. I got the wife beater on. I got some motherfucking basketball shorts. I have a presence, but I ain't there to motherfucking do all that with you. So I'm sensing this energy, still not paying him no attention, but now I'm paying him a little more because I'm like, what the fuck are you on? He hovering around, kind of half semicircle going around me and shit. I'm like, this motherfucker think he tough. Now, before he got in there, the associate at TA was on the phone with his driver manager. And I didn't hear that conversation because they didn't have it on speakerphone. But I did ascertain that this driver manager wanted to talk to this motherfucker, and he was in the bathroom. So I guess that's where his stinking ass came from, the bathroom. By the time he get back, the associate in TA was like, hey, so-and-so called, he wants you to call him. So they put it on speakerphone. I learned that this stinking ass driver, apparently he couldn't charge his cell phone because his cigarette lighter wasn't working. So he done took this motherfucking truck to the shop to fucking get his cigarette lighter to work so that he could charge his cell phone. I'm sitting there, I'm just disgusted at what I'm hearing. Because if a motherfucker was a part of my crew and everyone went to a motherfucking TA or anywhere to get a cigarette lighter fixed so he could charge his cell phone so he could talk to me, man, he's getting his ass kicked when he gets back and fired. Anyway, this driver manager was pissed. And he was trying to hold it. I could hear it in his voice. What are we doing? Is what he said. Oh, I was in the bathroom and they told me you called. And I'm like, bitch ass, look at him. Stinking ass truck driver over here splaining and shit to another grown man. He was like, listen, man, the driver manager now. He was like, listen, we need to get going. We're wasting a lot of time. He was like, I've been trying to call you. What's going on? He's like, I came in here to get the he was like, is it fixed? Can you go? Are they releasing you? Because I already paid. And I'm like, God damn. I thought he was tough. He's over here getting motherfucking chewed out. Getting his motherfucking balls cut off by this driver manager who's real impatient with him, and I would be too. You go up into a TA to get a fucking cigarette lighter fixed. Motherfucker, you got serious problems. You do some shit like that, you don't know how to fix it. Anyway, well, I'm about to get going now. He was like, they let you charge your phone? He's like, yeah, it's still on the charge. He's like, you need to get it and get it going. We need to get this load moving. Okay, I'll move right now. And he was like, did the guy say you could go? And so we all hear this shit on the speakerphone. The TA associate is like, yeah, man, he's good to go. He's good to go. Damn near like he wanted to say he's been good to go. This motherfucker's been bullshitting up here at the TA. That's what he wanted to say. He's trying to save this punk ass tough guy driver though. Anyway, they hang up. This motherfucking driver gonna say, because now he's trying to save face a little bit. He's trying to get his manhood back. He's upset, but I understand him. No, I'm like, ugh, bitch. So now I'm purposely trying to act like I ain't hearing this shit, but I know they can feel my thoughts. Cause all that tough guy shit left after that phone call. Cause I just heard you turn straight bitch to whoever owns this truck or whoever the fuck is in control of your life. So don't play tough around me. And yeah, man, I'm looking out the window and shit. Like, I'm like, man, couldn't have been me, motherfucker. Couldn't have been me. But that's what you guys are going through whilst being homeless out this motherfucker. It ain't nothing wrong. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I was about to say ain't nothing wrong with being homeless. That's a goddamn lie. I've been homeless too. What I'm trying to say is sometimes life will fuck you up and you will be homeless. But motherfucker, you ain't supposed to stay homeless, get comfortable being homeless, and you damn sure ain't supposed to let another motherfucking man talk to you like that. And I guess you ain't got no choice when your punk ass is homeless, ain't thinking about a home, bullshitting every goddamn day, sleep at the goddamn rest area in the truck stop till 2, 3 in the afternoon, acting like you ain't fit to move the truck, getting everywhere you got to be late, fucking up your detention pay, bullshitting out here in trucking, just so you can turn on the motherfucking S-Bar, fucking heater and cooler, and fuck off on the damn internet. I see you looking all strange in the driver's seat, staring at me as I pull in, and man, there's a whole video I could do on strange looking motherfuckers who sit in the driver's seat just staring at everybody. I'm quick to motherfucking put the sunshades up on your ass. I don't want to see your ugly ass face. Anyway, something about talking about that tough guy truck driver who was really a bitch then changed my mood. So on that note, I think I'm gonna end the video. I'll talk to you.